Hey everyone. Okay, so it has been a hot minute since I've done any updates since my surgery. I am just over 4 months post-op now from my tummy tuck. Brief backstory, I lost 240 pounds naturally, and then I had a tummy tuck just to remove like the loose skin on my tummy. I did not need to do like full body loose skin removal like some people do after massive weight loss. I had a lot of skin, don't get me wrong, like there's pictures in my previous videos and I'll put some at the end of this one too, but I worked out like a lot like my whole weight loss journey, and I lost the weight very slowly, I mean over the course of years. So I didn't have like as loose hanging skin as some people do. I was lucky, but it was still enough where I was very, very uncomfortable with my tummy. I do have loose skin on my arms and I'm not having that removed. I'm not concerned with that. I work out and my arms are quite fit. So to me, it's not something that's uncomfortable. I also have a lot of like loose skin in the upper thigh, but again, not anything that I'm uncomfortable with. I still wear shorts and skirts. I have very muscular legs as well, so I'm completely fine with how my legs and my arms look, and my back. I didn't have any lipo or skin removal or like anything done on my back. It was just lower abdominoplasty, rebuilt the core muscles, side lipo here, just on the sides because of the bunching from the all of the loose skin that was removed. My surgeon said that he needed to do lipo just on the sides here, so there wasn't as much bunching. And then I had a pubic lift. Those were the three things that my surgeon refused to compromise on. So I originally didn't want anything additional. When you go in, my phone totally just like plummeted, so if the angle is different, that's why. I had to like re-put it up there. Also gonna have to stitch the videos together, but anyway, so those were the things that my surgeon would not compromise on. When you first go in for your consultation, or if you've already had a tummy tuck and you're just watching this for like the after effect, you might have had like full body sculpting like on the sides and like your back and your flank, and like lipo and everything with your abdominoplasty. I didn't want any of that. Now my surgeon did recommend it. He did try to get me to do it. He said it would have the best results. I'm very comfortable and happy with my body shape. It was just the apron tummy. So he compromised with me. So the way that works is like he gave me I went in for, you know, a consultation and a price, and he, you know, did his like assessment of me, and he gave me, you know, his quote. And so I originally wanted to be here. His quote was quite a bit up here with a lot of things added on. And I originally said, okay, you know, I just can't do it. That's not what I'm interested in. Thank you. I'll go elsewhere and keep looking. And he stated, okay, what are you actually looking for? You know, what are your goals? So on and so forth. And we sat back down and chatted and everything like that. And he said that he was very comfortable with my expectations. He thought that I was very realistic, that I wouldn't be. So I guess a lot of people he's worked with have been very upset with their end results because they've, you know, paid as low as they can, taken a lot of the extras off, and then, you know, they expect to be, you know, everything perfect. Which is why he usually doesn't like to take things off of his quotes once he sees the body. With me, he said that he thought I was super realistic, and so he countered and he said that he could take, you know, like the back lipo, the flank, everything like that. The only thing he was unwilling to compromise on was lipo on the sides for the bunching and a pubic lift. I didn't really understand the pubic lift at first. I didn't really want it, but the way he explained it was like because of the drooping tummy, which was, you know, mine used to be like hang down here, and the pubic area was even lower because, you know, that's fat down there and it's fatty mound. So when you lose weight, everything droops. So when they do the tummy tuck, you know, your tummy comes up here, so the end of my stomach is like right here. If they didn't move the pubic area up, it would still be down here and it would look not good. I would be very unhappy. Like the pubic area is supposed to, you know, be right under your tummy. So that made sense. I understood. I agreed. So like everyone's asked me about pricing. Pricing is different everywhere you go for every person, depending on how much skin you have, fat, whatever, everything like that. So my total cost for the abdominoplasty, rebuilding the core muscles, lipo on the sides, and pubic lift was $10,600. Now I don't remember the like cost breakdown because each of those things was separate. So I don't remember how much it was for like each individual thing, but total $10,600. I live in Michigan, so I went to Dr. Colony in East Lansing, Michigan at Michigan Plastic Surgery. I highly recommend him. I've been super, super happy with him, with my results, with the entire process. I think he's amazing. So if you are in the area or around here, or you're looking and you want to travel, I would recommend him. He's great. It was a super, super, super painless process. The process was painless. Okay, this is falling again. Bear with me. Okay. No, bear with me. My phone just keeps flopping, so I'm gonna have to stitch all these videos together, but that's fine. Where was I at? Okay, so the process was super painless with him, the entire process. Now, I'm not talking about the surgery or anything, but I highly recommend him. I think he's fantastic. Okay, sorry again, bear with me. I'm gonna have to stitch all of these videos together because my phone just keeps flopping for some reason. Okay, anyway, so process, super painless. Not the surgery, but the process. So I highly recommend Dr. Colony. I think he was fantastic. Okay, all of that aside, let's catch up from like where I left off. I think the last video I posted was like week 3, maybe week 4. I think it was week 3. I'm really far behind. I kind of forgot to keep updating because, you know, I healed and everything kind of got better and there wasn't much to update on, so I just kind of didn't. But I do keep getting some comments and people asking, and I'm just over 4 months, so I figured might as well film this real quick, try and update everybody and go from there. So the main thing that everybody keeps asking about is my belly button. Totally understandable. It's the one thing that made me actually make the original videos. I was, you know, because that disaster. Nothing to do with the surgeon. It happens, things happen. So what happened, if you haven't watched my previous videos, is like a week and a half after my surgery, my belly button was completely remade. So none of it is my original. And so it was completely remade by the surgeon. And so I had 2 real stitches in there. All of my other stitches were liquid or internal. Liquid, is that the right word? Whatever. Not like full on like real outward stitches that had to be removed. My belly button was. I had like a sneezing, coughing fit like a week and a half after my surgery, and I literally popped both of my stitches and my belly button completely opened up. It was a gaping hole. There's pictures in the previous one. I'll include some pictures at the end of this so you can see like from day 1 to like now. I wasn't really that concerned. I did some open wound care that weekend, and then my appointment was that following Monday. So it happened Saturday morning at like 4 a.m. and then I had an appointment Monday morning. So it wasn't painful at all. None of it hurt. And when I talked with my surgeon, you know, he was like, okay, there's no necrosis, which I was thinking it might have been. He's like, no, there's no necrosis, no nothing, you just open it up. So you need to do like open wound care like you're doing. So I had to pack it so the hole could like close back up into like a normal belly button. He's like, you know, it'll heal. It'll take a little bit longer than it would with somebody else because we've completely set the healing back. Understood. So I'm just over 4 months post-op, and it's still healing. Like, it looks like a belly button super, and none of it's like open or oozy or anything. Like, it's healing. It's relatively healed, but you can still see some pinkish coloring and discoloration because the skin is still technically like forming. But the belly button looks, this is the belly button. It looks amazing. It's perfect. It looks like a belly button. Like, I have no concerns with it. Like, you can see there's a little bit of this discoloration right here just because it's still healing. I mean, it was completely like an open wound. And then this little line here is a tiny little scar because they, you know, reformed my belly button. But compared to before, like, that looks amazing. And I'm super happy with it. It looks super realistic. I'm just gonna leave my phone here. Sorry for all the different angles. But I absolutely love the belly button. It looks great. Okay, so now scarring. Going to try my best. So that's the scar. It is from hip to hip, all the way down. That's my pubic area, so I'm not gonna go further. And I'm not concerned with my scar. I have used some scar away a little bit here and there, just so like scar away tape, just to kind of like make it a little bit like like faded a little bit. I did that like at the beginning pretty religiously, and then I haven't used it for probably a month or longer at this point, just because I've never had an issue with scars. Like it's never been a problem for me. I'm not concerned with them. I don't think they look bad. It's so far down that nobody is gonna see it unless I want them to see it. Even if I'm wearing a bikini, you can't see it. I mean, unless I wear one of the high like hip ones that come up here, you would see it. And even then it doesn't bother me, but okay, I'd have to wear one specific thing for you to be able to see the scar. Even just like a normal bikini, like it's hidden. So the scar, that's what it looks like. There's no bunching anymore. Like the last time I chatted with you guys, I think I said there was like bunching on the side and it was like raised and like a raised ridge and stuff. That's completely gone. That's not on there at all. It's all smooth. I'm happy with the scar. I think it looks great. I'm happy with the results in general, actually. I'm with everything. Okay, let's see. So I left off week 3. I think I was still in like some pain. Obviously, I had just started working out week 3. Now I'm back to like full on workouts, like my old program completely, not holding back. I'm doing core workouts, back to my heavy weightlifting. Let's see. Core workouts are a little difficult. I have to wear I wear a binder anytime that I work out in general, but I wear my binder very tightly. I actually double up on them when I'm doing dedicated core workouts, just because that's still a little tender. Let's see, the pain and everything like that kind of quit around week 6. That was really like the majority of like when I was just on the uphill rise from there. Like right now, like I will sometimes get like shooting stings of pain for, I mean, a few seconds. Nothing that's unbearable. None of this has been unbearable. Not even like after the surgery, day 1 was unbearable. None of it was. I've had worse pain in my life. just saying. But I'll still get a few shoots of those like pains. Sometimes I'll like hold my side and be like, oh crap, that's a nerve healing. But not that often. The majority of that ended around week 6. Maybe 2 months in, like 2 full months in, so week 8. But after that, it's really just kind of been minimal. Let's see. I started sleeping back in my bed like week 4, I think, maybe week 5 at the latest. Because I think the last time I left off, I was still sleeping on the couch, and nope, I've been sleeping in my bed pretty much ever since. That's been totally fine. Been driving since like week 4, week 5, driving everywhere. I'm back to work. I'm back to sitting up. I'm back to doing everything, working out fully. Yeah, there's no nothing holding me back. Everything is back to normal. I'm back into normal full-on clothes. I do still wear my compression garment, the one that you saw previously, like the one that goes like below my knees all the way up, like tank top wise. I do still wear that throughout the day and sleeping. I'm not wearing it right now because I go a few hours throughout the day without it. My surgeon told me to kind of start trying to wean myself off of it. Like, it doesn't hurt you to wear it. People continue to wear it up to a year sometimes because they just feel comfortable in it. But you do need to give like your core like a break and say, hey, like your abdomen and your core needs to learn that it needs to support your body again by itself. So like I go a few hours without it. Eventually I will go like pretty much throughout the day without it and just wear it like sleeping, and then I wear the binder when I'm working out. But I am still wearing that thing. I'm very uncomfortable without it. It just makes me uncomfortable. Not like where it hurts, I just mentally feel uncomfortable without it for some reason. But I don't wear it 24/7 anymore. I am slowly starting to not wear it. Let's see. Swelling. So swelling, there is pretty much next to none at the moment. It comes and goes. Like if I'm doing like a crazy workout that like I haven't really done before recently, and like I'm upping my weights or something, like there's gonna be some swelling just because my body's like trying to get used to it, and the body's still healing. I'm only 4 months in. But it's not astronomical, and it's not like every day all day like it was. One thing I have noticed, which is weird for me, is bloating. So I used to be heavy. I mean, I started my journey at 400 pounds. So I just used to have a tummy. If I was bloated, you couldn't see anything. I was just, I was heavy. So I always had fat there. Now, because there's no fat or skin, when I eat, you can very well see that see the bloating. I haven't eaten today, so I can't really show it, but like you can see when you're bloated. It's just, that's just for me. I mean, if you had a tummy tuck and you've been smaller and you're just getting rid of some of the pooch, like you're probably not gonna notice that. It's probably something you're used to or you've already noticed. There's just something new to me because there's nothing there, and so after I eat I can see it, and that's weird to me. So keep that in mind. Bloating is very normal. If you were overweight and having a tummy tuck like I did after losing weight, or just in general, like even before you lost weight, keep that in mind. You're not going to be like super skinny mini all the time. That's just not how the human body works. It is still super squishy up here. Not super, like that's not super squishy, but it's still kind of squishy up here a little bit because my skin is still like elasticized. So it's like still kind of forming. Down here is like super firm. There's like nothing going on down here. Like it's all firm, which is weird. But that's perfectly normal too. It's just because the skin is still like able to be molded and stuff. Now that I've incorporated core workouts, my surgeon said that the skin will start like stop being elasticized, specifically because it's like starting to form. So soon the squishiness will go away. Like I can press and feel my core muscles, so it's not like fat squishy, it's just the skin is very moldable still. It's a very weird feeling. Numbness. I'm still very numb. Incredibly numb down here. I barely feel anything. I don't know how to describe it. Like if I'm touching it with my hand, I know I'm touching it because my hand can tell I'm touching it, but like it's a very weird feeling. It's like numb, hard. I don't know how to describe it. If you've ever had like a C-section, I've heard that it's similar. Or if you're actually going through this, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, but it's perfectly normal. I have been told sometimes you don't really ever get feeling back fully. So keep that in mind. My phone totally hates me. It just keeps shutting off, and like there's gonna be so many stitches and so many different angles. Apologies. As I've said a million times, I am definitely not a YouTuber. I don't have a camera. I don't plan to buy one. I don't film videos for a living. Do it on my phone and my iPad. Work with what I have. I only started this because I, had like a mental breakdown like a week and a half after my surgery, which I found very amusing just because I had such realistic expectations. Like I talked about it, it was just crazy that I went through the same thing that everyone does. So I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that that's perfectly normal. Anyway, so I was saying the numbness. So yes, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about if you're going through it, or if you've had a C-section. If you haven't, just know it's numb. It's not like you can't feel anything. It's not like completely like just non-existent. It's just a strange feeling. I'm used to it. I don't know if I'll get feeling back. It's fine. Let's see, what have we missed? I think I've talked about everything. There wasn't really much between, as weird as this sounds, week 3 and now. Like everything happened so quickly. There was pain, of course. Talked about that. Was not unbearable. Ended around week 6, I would say, like the majority of it, like the constant pain. Now there's just some shoots of pain. Some days were worse than others, of course. Nothing was unbearable to the point where like I'm dwelling on it or remember it. Like it was fine. Working out's been great. I would say definitely work out. You're cleared to walk around literally like the day after. You're not meant to just lay in bed. The night of my surgery, like I came home and then I pulled myself up from the bed and went to the bathroom by myself. Did it suck? Yes. Was it hard? Definitely. Did I do it? Yes. I started like walking up and down the stairs literally like I'd say day 3. I had to do it day 2 because I came home and I live up 3 flights of stairs so I went to my parents the first night and then went home the second night. And I live up 3 flights of stairs, walked up them. Was able to do it. Day 3, I walked up and down my stairs multiple times. By the next week, I was taking my dog out. I did my first cardio workout, like I think week 2 or week 3. It's in my video, you'll be able to see. It was a terrible cardio workout, like it was super slow. It was very depressing to watch because I could barely move compared to what I was doing literally just a few weeks before that. It felt terrible, but I still did it. I started working out immediately again. I started weightlifting, I would say like 5 weeks in. I don't even know if I was supposed to, but I did. I started like back on my program like 2 months in, like fully my old workout program, which is, every day for like an hour a day usually. And then active rest days are just, like cardio. But I started that like, I would say probably 2 months, maybe even less, 6 weeks to 8 weeks in. Now granted, it would take me like 2 days to do one workout. So like I was doing like 25 to 30 minutes like increments like on one day, because my workouts are usually an hour. So I do that, like half of it here and then the next day the other half. And it really wasn't until just a few weeks ago, so we're just over 4 months in, so like 3.5 to 4 months, where I was able to like do a full workout like at once, like my normal like 1 hour workout. And now I'm completely back to what I was doing. I have to build my stamina back up because it's been 4 months, just me in general, but that has nothing to do with the surgery. It's just I haven't done this for 4.5 months. No, not quite 4.5 months, but 4 months. So I just have to build my stamina back up, but I am working out just fine. I've been working out pretty much since the beginning. I highly recommend it. My surgeon said that I'm healing fantastically, that like me at 4 months is like what most people would be considered at like 6 to 8 months. So like I'm advanced far in my healing process. He was pretty impressed. Granted, I was very fit before I went into surgery, and I've stayed active, and I just kind of worked through the pain and discomfort and just kept working out. So I would highly recommend staying active. Your healing will go so much quicker. Like I feel almost healed. I know I'm not fully, but I feel almost 100% with just a few little like, you know, weird hiccups here and there. And it's only been 4 months. I attribute that to being healthy and working out. If you're considering it, go for it. Be prepared that it's a huge mental thing. You are gonna have, you know, regrets a couple weeks in, first week to a couple weeks in, it happens. But mine went away pretty quickly. And I'm super, super happy with my results and my decision to move forward with it. No regrets whatsoever. I absolutely love the results. My hang up mentally after all of my weight loss was just the tummy. I don't know why that was the one like catch all be all that like I couldn't get past, but I couldn't, and it's gone, and I'm super happy now. And now that I'm like fully working out and doing core again, like everything's gonna tone up like it was before, and I can't wait. Okay, last video that I'm gonna have to stitch together. Gotta love this entire little process, but hey, I updated. But I'm gonna show everything now. I had to move into the back just so I'm not like completely, you know, doing this in the front. Okay, so this is the tummy. I am super thrilled with it. It looks amazing. It is flat for me. And see, this is right here, some of the little bit on the back that he wanted to have lipoed, and I'm not interested in that. I'm completely comfortable with this. When I was working out before my surgery, this was pretty much gone because I weight lift. So that's only a little bit that I have to get done. And also look at that, that's not really like hanging fat. So I didn't need to have anything done on the back, even though he wanted it to. So feel free to do that, but I did not. So again, I just had the tummy done. I am so thrilled with the results. You can see my abdomen muscles, and I only started working on core recently, so this is going to completely tighten up once I'm able to go fully back to it. I am so happy. And see, that's the scar. It's so low down. Like, this is my pubic area. I have to be very careful. It's fine. You're not going to, if you're worried about the scar, at least in my case, even though it is hip to hip, which a lot of people were like, holy crap, but remember, 240 pounds, weight loss, I had a lot of loose skin in the tummy. So mine's a little bit further, like hip to hip, than some people's are. A lot of people's tummy tuck go from like here to here, and mine's here to here. But look how low down it is. Nobody's gonna see that. Like, I'm just, it doesn't bother me. But yeah, so this is the tummy. This is the body, just over 4 months in. I'm obsessed with it. I think it's great. Sorry I'm in the bathroom, but I had to move out of public eye. But yeah, it's amazing. I love it. I would recommend Dr. Colony. I would 100% recommend him. If you are thinking about having abdominoplasty, do it. I don't regret it. Best decision I've ever done. Super confident. Love the results. Love the tummy. It's worth the money and the discomfort. So 100% do it. You won't regret it. Okay, I'm gonna stitch all of these together, include pictures, like from like week 3 onwards, a few here and there, some workouts from way back when that you guys missed to what I'm doing now. And hopefully all of this will make sense. I'm so sorry for all the different angles. It's a terrible video, but I updated like I promised, and this will be my last one probably for a while. I probably won't be back until like week 8 or month 8, maybe even month 12, like a year, although it's only 4 months and a year seems so far away, but we'll see. I don't think anything's really gonna change. I'm on my way to being healed, but I'll try to update if something crazy comes up. Okay, bye everyone. Okay, hey everyone, I'm back real quick. I completely forgot to film this little piece when I was actually doing the filming, and I know everyone's gonna be interested because people have asked me. So weight and measurements before and after surgery. I have it written down, typed up here so I can tell you. So my surgery was July 13th. I weighed myself and measured myself literally the day before. So July 12th, I was 162 pounds, bust was 38, natural waist, and by natural I don't mean under the bust, I mean natural where it dips in here, was 33, and then lower tummy, upper hip region, and by that I know most people do like true hips, which goes around the butt. I don't. That's never how I've measured myself because I always measure like the lower tummy where my skin was. So I would say upper hip, lower tummy region for me was 42. So 162 pounds, 38, 33, 42. Now currently, as of November, just over 4 months, I'm 148 pounds. I do not attribute all of that to the surgery. The abdominoplasty is 100% not for weight loss. If that's your goal, it's unrealistic and you're gonna be very upset with your results. It's not for weight loss. I would say maybe tops 8 pounds of that was from surgery. The rest of that weight loss was just from me continuing like my diet and my workouts. Like I'm still just naturally losing some weight. I am transitioning slowly into maintenance because I'm very happy with where I'm at, but the rest of that weight loss, the 162, the 148 minus 6 or 8 pounds, is just me naturally losing some additional weight. So 148 pounds, 38 bust. Of course, that's not going to change. Nothing. I didn't touch anything there. 30 natural waist, so 3 inches lost, and then 39 upper hip, lower tummy, so 3 inches lost. So before surgery, 162 pounds. After, 148 pounds. Before surgery, 38 bust. After surgery, 38 bust. Before surgery, 33 natural waist. After surgery, 30 natural waist, 3 inches lost. Before surgery, 42 upper hip, lower tummy region. After surgery, 39 inches, so 3 inches lost. Okay, so I threw this in at the end here. This is literally today's workout. I went home after work when I filmed the video that you just watched, and I did my workout. This is actually a little bit more cardio / HIIT than I usually do. I usually do just heavy weightlifting, but once a week I do like a HIIT type workout to get my metabolism going and my heart rate up. So this is it. I figured I'd show it so you can see like how far I've come. I am wearing 2 binders there. That's why you can see kind of the cream one and then the black one, and then I have my biker shorts over it. But I am fully back to working out. Like I was saying in the video before, I'm not holding back. I am doing jumping, I'm doing squats, I'm doing push-ups, I'm laying on my belly, I am doing core. So I am completely back to my old workouts. Now that's not to say that this is easy. I still get a little sore. There's still some things that I can't do as well as I did, 4 months ago before my surgery. That's kind of a combination of my core being a little weak still and just 4 months of, kind of restarting my workouts. So just stamina in general. But overall, I'm pretty much back to what I was before, and I will get my stamina back up pretty quickly in my opinion. So I'll be back to where I was before surgery, probably by the end of this year, I would say. But yeah, so this is it. This is my journey. 4 months and just under 10 days in. Yeah, I filmed this on the 22nd, I believe. I put the date in the video. But yeah, so 4 months and 10 days. So this is where I'm at. All right. If anyone has questions, please feel free to comment. I'll try and answer them the best I can. And thank you all. And if ever anyone is having the surgery, best of luck to you guys. You won't regret it. All right. Peace out.